and welcome to the British Columbia Real Estate Association's Housing Market Update for July 2011. Home sales across the province increased 2% to 7,900 units in June compared to the same month last year. On a seasonally adjusted basis, BC home sales edged down 1% to an annualized rate of 72,000 units last month compared to May. Year-to-date, BC home sales were on par with last year's performance of approximately 42,000 units sold during the first half of the year. Total active listings in the market continue to remain relatively unchanged at 47,500 units in June compared to May on a seasonally adjusted basis, and are down 6% from June of last year. However, the supply of homes for sale varies between regions, with Vancouver, Victoria, and the Fraser Valley exhibiting balanced market conditions in June, while markets in the rest of the province remain tilted in favor of home buyers. A balanced market typically exhibits a sales to active listings ratio of 15 to 20%. However, regional markets can vary significantly, so contact your local realtor to identify market conditions in your community. The average MLS residential price in the province increased 14% to $572,000 in June compared to the same month last year. We do expect to see an average sale prices in the province to be lower in the coming months as the Vancouver market returns to a more normal pattern of sales by product type, thereby reversing the upward skew of the average price data that's occurred over the last several months. Now let's take a look at market conditions around the province. This month's In Focus looks at Vancouver Island Real Estate Board's Buyer Profile Survey. The Vancouver Island Real Estate Board covers the Gulf Islands and Vancouver Island except for the Greater Victoria area. Vancouver Island typically accounts for 10% of all provincial MLS residential sales activity. Nearly half of all island home buyers are from outside the board area. Consistent now for a number of years is the fact that approximately 40% of all buyers in the region were not from Vancouver Island at all. While 8% of buyers came from nearby Vancouver, more home buyers arrived from Alberta or from other parts of Canada and the world. The vast majority of buyers on Vancouver Island bought their home as a principal residence. Just 4% of home sales were for investment or rental purposes. This is a strong evidence that little speculation is occurring in the market and that it's almost entirely driven by end users. First-time buyers typically make up 15 to 20% of home sales on the island, lower than in most metropolitan areas. However, this is more than made up by retirees that comprise a significant proportion of overall housing demand. 40% of homes purchased on the island are by retirees. Well, that's it for this month's Housing Market Update. Hope to see you next month. Bye for now.